Hello guys, welcome again to Containerizing YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you how to containerize Python application using Docker. You see, we have our application here. Let's say it is running on port 80. Let's set 80 default. So guys, we are going to containerize this application. You see, there is no package there, but we install this with the Docker files. We are going to containerize this application, then we learn it. We are going to know how to containerize the application, how the commands work in Docker files. So let us start. We are going to create a, you see, this is project unleashed. So let me create a requirements .txt. Now you see, in requirements.txt we need only Flask. Let's use it 2.3.3. So that is enough. So now we are going to create a Docker file. So to create it, you must start with this capital letter D. So this is a Docker file. So you're going to start it to write a Docker file. So for the first use, we're going to create a Docker file. So we have to use the official Python image from Docker. So use from Python. You're going to use a 3.11 cd for few resources. So now after that, after importing this image, what you have to know about this image or this command, this from specify the base image your Docker container will start from. To specify the base image your Docker container will start from. Then this Python 3.11 CLM, it is a lightweight image with the Python 3.11. Sorry, so this CLM means it is a minimal and smaller in size, which is good for efficiency. So now we are going to set the working directory. So what we have to do is to use this command work. You see, workd. Let's call it up. So for this, what to do, this workd command, it is set the working directory inside the container. So any subsequent commands like copy or learn will use this directory up as a default directory. So think it as like it is like change directory up. So it is set the working directory inside the container. Anything like copy, learn will use this up directory as a default directory. So now we are going to move with we're going to copy requirement from here. In order this to run with its package, you see package requirement Flask is not satisfied. So here you need to copy this. So in order to copy this in our, it's like copying requirement. So and install it. Have to copy requirement and install it. So we are going to use copy. We're going to use copy, you see. Then this name exactly requirements.txt, you see. Then space point. So then we are going to copy this requirement, then we need to run it. So to run it or to install it, we are going to copy it and install it. This command is for copying requirements. Then to install it, we use this command, run Python. It is a Python package manager. So pipe install. So then use no, here use no cache. Here is recursive. Requirements.txt. So what this command help? What you have to know? This copy requirements.txt. So it copy the requirements.txt file from the project directory on your host machine into container. So it copy those things from here, from this requirements.txt, this file on my local machine. It copy them to this directory app. As I told you, it's a default. So then you learn pipe install no cache deal recursive requirements.txt. This it install Python package listed in this file requirements.txt. So for this no cache deal, it ensure pipe doesn't save cache files in the image. So for keeping it small. So now the next is to copy the application. So to copy the application, we are going to copy this app.py file. So to do it, we have to use this command, copy. You see guys, app.py. Then dot. So now this is what it help. So to copy your Flask, just for copying Flask application source code or other things into container. So it will copy this into this directory app. The directory is called app. So now the container will have the source code or application codes to run. So now after that, we need to expose pods. So to expose pods, what we do this: expose, you see, command, let's use 8,000. So now this expose, what to do, it tells Docker which pod application will listen inside the container. So Flask in your app runs on port 80,000. Let's check. Yes. So we are also going to expose 80,000 as a port. So the important thing that you have to know, expose doesn't publish the port to the host. So now other things that you're going to do is to run our application. So to run our application, we use this command cmd. It's like command prompt, then this braces, square braces, then you know it is a Python. You have to use Python, but in a small letter, Python. You see, guys, you have to know here where. Then app.py, our file, source code file. So it is like, this is like, for this CMD, what it helps us, this CMD specify the default command to run when the container starts. So here it runs the Flask with the Python. So you can think of it, as a learning Python app.py in the container automatically. So this is like how we learn normal application with this command, Python app.py. This is like this, but in a container. So you can think of it as Python app.py, how we learn in a terminal Python files or Python application. So it is like this. So now after that, let's save this. So now what you're going to do is to learn our application. So to learn our application, first of all, we have already opened the terminal, but you have to go in your project folder, which is unleashed. I don't know how you can call it the way you want, but the command that you use here, use Docker. Use this command, Docker build, then -t, then our folder name. I'm going to use unleashed, then dot. So now we are going to press the enter to build that image. So we are going to build a Docker image. You have to understand that. But before building a Docker image, you must have Docker installed on your server. So I have Docker desktop. You must learn this. So now it is running. Must install this Docker desktop. If you are using Windows, you can install it on Linux. So then I'm going to press the enter to build the image. We use docker build -t, your folder directory name of project, then sparse dot. So what is the issue? So error, failed to build, invalid tag argument, repository name must be lowercase. So let's rename it. Let's rename. Let's use let's rename directory. Let's use unleashed, no problem. So, but it doesn't matter. You can use unleashed with a small letter, even if we don't name it. Let's use unleashed. Now you see, guys. So Docker image are now built. Let's check on this. You see unleashed a Docker image. Now you see it is already there. So we are going to learn our Docker image now. So to learn it, we use this command. Docker learn -t. Let's use p also, which is port. We're going to use to map 80,000 to 80,000. Then unleashed. Let's run it. So now it is running. Let's check. You see now it is running. So after that you can test. We can test our application. So let's test our application. See, JSON file. So we can test our application now. So what it will bring, what we pass, just for JSON. What you're going to do, you're going to use a postman. Let's use a postman. So for this postman, no problem. Let's use a, for example, let's use this localhost. We're going to use localhost. Then our port number is 8000 slash. Let's check the endpoint of application. You see, it is a user. Endpoint, it is a user. Then here we have to pass. What we have to pass is a first name, last name, and the country with JSON. Low JSON, okay. Now I'm going to pass this. First name. It is, let's say, matrix. Then last name. Let's use last name. It is a engineer. Then let's use a country. Let's say USA. So we are going to pass this and we see if it is going to return this also in a JSON. You see, guys? So this is how we Dockerize Python application. You see, guys? So thank you for watching.